I have 14 years of experience in education. I'm a former public school teacher for Shelby County Schools. One of my master's degrees in educational leadership from Spain, and then another master from Free Hardeman University here in Tennessee. During the 14 years I served in education, I was in roles around the National Department of Education, Dominican Republic, for about 2 years. I served Shelby County for almost 10 years. And during that time and with that experience, I realized the gaps around the different schools. As a department chair, I also know what is needed for a successful classroom. You might notice I have an accent. It's because I'm originally from Dominican Republic. And I moved around 2014 because my brother was undergoing cancer treatment as a youth. I'm a corporate training, working at a Fortune 500 company. One of the responsibilities I have is overseeing multi-million-dollar operations in analyzing their processes. In addition to that, I work in training directly employees when they first come to the company. I think that experience has shown me where the systematic gaps take place many times, and with the most recent audit, you could notice that although it wasn't the amount of money could be considered significant, it's still very small, and usually what that means is that there is a gap between the systems, and I think that's the type of work we need to look into. The mottos in my campaign is serve the children, pay the teachers, empower parents, and keep local control. And I think those are the 4 areas of opportunity around serving the children, mental health services. Schools like Tresman, where I worked, different from East High School, they have social workers and psychology services. In the case of Tresman, we didn't because a lot of people didn't want to take on the job because the caseload will be, we had 350 students, probably 290 of them needed services. So under those circumstances, what I believe we can copy best practices like Hamilton schools, because what they decided to do was hire private providers, and those are expected to accept private insurance or take care. And so I think those are the type of things that we can do to fill the gap. And for teachers, maternity leave is very important, and it could be a benefit. We don't always have to raise salaries to make work conditions better. And nationally, there is only usage of 1.8 to 3.4. So it's a benefit that is not extremely expensive to be able to do, because right now we have, the state pays 6 weeks, but a C-section takes 8 weeks of recovery. And when you go calculate, we can get it to 12, will be a great thing to do for teachers. And empowering parents is, with the recent, with last year's situation at the school board, I believe parents felt not represented, that they weren't able to have a voice in their decision. I was advocating a lot during that time. And I think I want to be responsive to them. I would like to have town halls and other opportunities. And keeping local control. We are in the situation that the government is saying that they want to take over schools here in Shelby County, but it's the same government who has rejected $86 million in funding from the federal government to feed children over the summer. So that's one of the things I'm willing to sue over if it were to happen, and also the unconstitutional laws that they are trying to pass to track students based on the nationality that will cost us $55 million, and they asking the districts to pay for it. So that's one of the biggest concerns that drove me to run for office. We are very, very, very grateful to the business community. I will say one of the first time I got into contact with the business community was through Employee. One of my students that today, this true story, she is a teacher and a Spanish teacher like me. So She took, I think, from 8th grade until her senior year of high school, she did the program. And so when I learned about the program through her, my brother did 3 years of the program as well. I think his freshman year of college was the last year that he participated on the program. And it was amazing. We gave him the opportunity for him to learn about technology. He worked in a tech company, and it was a medium-sized business. And my student, that now is a teacher, she worked at St. Jude, and she worked also with, I think, a couple of larger companies. I couldn't tell you exactly ones because it been a long time ago. But all this is thanks to the business. So it gave her the ability to make a decision about what their career was. It gave them the ability to network and find mentors that guide them when they were going through the college application process and major decisions. Sometimes people go without declaring a major, but it was great. It was a very positive experience. And adopting schools is also a great program. I think the business community and the schools have even more things to do together, I will say. There is a lot of opportunity for that. Well, as I was describing with my 4 goals and my motto, I think that there is what I see myself is bringing solutions, analyzing what the problems are, trying to fill the gaps. And for a long time, we have known what the gaps are, but they haven't been addressed. And I want to not only have awareness of them, but bring a solution to the table and allow the parents to have a say and the quality of schools to improve regardless of language, zip code, and the size of the community.